Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Afterparty, and this is a new series from Apple TV Plus from Lord & Miller, and specifically we have Chris Miller who directed this, and then obviously created along with his partner, the Lord, and this focuses on a murder mystery, and takes place at an after-party after a high school reunion, where a big star, played by Dave Franco, who's the singer and actor, winds up being murdered at his own home, and everybody's a suspect here, and Tiffany Haddish comes on in as a detective who has something to prove to try to figure out who done it. Is it Sam Richardson? Is it Zoe Chao, Barinholtz, Ben Schwartz, Ilana Glazer? And this whole entire show is so hilarious. There's so many great gags. There's physical comedy. There's directorial comedy and how things are edited. And there's situational comedy. There's a lot of great one-liners. It's just balancing all this great humor and energy that Lord & Miller do so well. And this really leans into what they're able to do. And there's legitimate mystery here. You don't know who did this. And how they set this up is done in a legitimate and really well-crafted kind of way. You have all the little details and trying to figure things out. It's like, this will keep you guessing. And I think maybe like a little bit into the last episode, I'm like, I definitely know who did this. But for the most part, like, this kept me so engaged and it didn't string me along or spell it out so much where it was just so obvious that I lost that tension. But we wanted to know who done it, and this whole entire show is anchored by Anik, played by Sam Richardson, and us knowing he didn't do this and us wanting to support him in that and trying to figure out who did it. And this ensemble, speaking of, so like Tiffany Haddish is doing her Tiffany Haddish thing. She's sassy, she's strong, she has something to prove as this detective, and will do everything she can in this time that she has to make sure she finds who did this. And you have Sam Richardson, who's funny and endearing. You have Zoe Chao, who's very charming and endearing, and you want to ship them. You want them to be together. And Ike Barinholtz is an asshole who's the ex-husband of Zoe Chao's character. And Ben Schwartz is the funny, like, quick-witted, fast-talking kind of partner to Anik in this show. Ilana Glazer is the wild card. And there's one amazing running gag with Jamie Demetriou, who plays Walt, who nobody remembers him no matter what. And they flash back to this party that happened in high school that kind of set up a lot of the present tensions in the show. And it's at his house. And everyone's like, who's that? And it's just like, this running gag of him being not noticed by anybody is so great. And you have, each episode is somebody else's perspective on who did the murder. And the great thing is, each episode feels like a completely different genre. There's a cop procedural episode with Tiffany Haddish towards the end. There's an animated episode. There's like animated flashbacks and storytelling. There's a musical with Ben Schwartz. And each of these threads, and like, honestly, it feels like Ike Barinholtz kind of feels like an action thriller. And everything about it, and there's just one great gag towards the last episode. One unexpected character gives their perspective, and it's hilarious because of who the character is, which I won't give that away. But it's engaging subplots, like you actually care about Anik wanting to be with Zoe Chao's character, and you want them to fall in love with each other. You have Ike Barinholtz's character, Brett, trying to resolve his marriage. You have everybody's baggage with Dave Franco's character. And then you have Tiffany Haddish, who in herself is trying to prove herself as a detective and show that she can do this. And each of these subplots you care about, you get engaged in. The details, by the end, it's one of those kinds of things where it's like, wow, there's clues all along here that you could have, if you're paying enough attention or was able to put them together, could have solved this mystery. And that's so impressive. And, you know, it's a fresh experience. It's fun. It's engaging. It's 8 episodes of a great time. And it leaves so much more that you want in terms of, from what I understand, it's like Tiffany Haddish will be returning with a new crew and a new mystery. I'm down for that. I'm ready for basically Knives Out, I guess. And except like Tiffany Haddish is no Benoit Blanc. There's a donut hole in this donut hole. And, but you know, I'm excited to see what else Lord and Miller can do because obviously their script is great, the cast is great, their direction is so much fun and engaging. This is a wonderful gem over on Apple TV+. But those are my thoughts on the first season of the Afterparty. Let me know what you think and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.